Hi everybody, Dan Oman here with some exciting news. DRF Formulator, the gold standard in past performance information, is now free, exclusively on DRF Bets. Join DRF Bets with the promo code WINNING, get a $250 first deposit match bonus, a $10 free bet, and free Formulator already uploaded to your account. Access Formulator's premium features, including sortable trainer stats, race replays, personalized trip notes, and lots more. Free Formulator, exclusively on DRF Bets.
Hi everyone, a 12-race card on Saturday at Santa Anita as racing resumes after a week and a half break. 4 graded stakes races will be run Saturday at Santa Anita, and we will take them in chronological order, starting with the Grade 3 Kona Gold Stakes. It's race number 4, a small field of 5 that we'll talk about in just a minute. But before we talk about the 2022 Kona Gold, let's talk a little bit about the horse that the race is named after. He was the mighty Kona Gold, and from early 2000 until summer of 2001, there was no sprinter in the country any better than Kona Gold. He actually ran in 5 consecutive Breeders' Cup sprints, and in the year 2000, Kona Gold, trained by Bruce Headley, ridden by Alex Solis. Let's take a look at really the highlight of an outstanding career. Kona Gold, he's in second position in the 2000 Breeders' Cup Sprint. His third try to win the race, takes the lead, and it is over. Alex Solis goes to work on Kona Gold. Honest Lady, the Bobby Frankel-trained mare, comes at him late. But Kona Gold wins the Breeders' Cup Sprint. Solis is overjoyed, and so was Kona Gold's trainer, the late, great Bruce Headley. There he is. One of my all-time favorites. Bruce Headley passed away a couple years ago. This was a Breeders' Cup Sprint win by Kona Gold. And Kona Gold, an outstanding racehorse. He won 14 of 30 in his career. He made more than $2.2 million. And like I said earlier, from January 2000 through summer of 2001, he was as good as they come. 9 starts during that period, 8 wins, 1 second-place finish. In my opinion, trainer Bruce Headley should be in the Hall of Fame, not just for Kona Gold, but he had an outstanding career as one of the top horsemen in Southern California. Okay, that's a look back. Let's go ahead and look forward and talk about the 2022 Kona Gold Stakes. 6.5 furlongs. It's race number 4, and unfortunately, a field of only 5, but a very good one. I should say one very good horse, not to besmirch any of the other 4 starters. But when it comes right down to it, there's one speed horse in this sprint race, and he happens to be a horse who's going to be probably the shortest price on the entire Saturday card. He's Brickyard Ride. He's the controlling pace of the Kona Gold, and he has already had one heck of a winter meet at Santa Anita. He's already a 3-time stakes winner this meet. He's one of only 2 horses this winter meet at Santa Anita that have won 3 stakes races. The other one we'll be talking about in a little bit. That's Express Train, the favorite of the Californian. But Brickyard Ride, let's go back and take a look at what the winter looked like for Brickyard Ride. Okay, we'll start off in January in the Cal Cup Sprint. And boy, in hindsight, 8-5 was a gift on the best horse in the field. This is Brickyard Ride making his first start since last summer. And he was long gone with a 101 Beyer speed figure under Juan Hernandez. Brickyard Ride is trained by Craig Lewis, and this was a good comeback. Next question was, could Brickyard Ride go 2 turns? Well, he answered it next time out in the Tisnow Stakes. Yeah, he can go 2 turns. He runs them off their feet. He opened up by 8 lengths, and Brickyard Ride long gone in the Tisnow Stakes, another Calbred Stakes race. And this kind of opened up some options for Brickyard Ride. He's no longer a 1-turn horse. He showed he can carry his speed 2 turns. So the next question facing Brickyard Ride, could he be as effective on grass? Well, we found out the answer in the Sensational Star last month, March 20th. They were smoking early, 21-1, 42-3. I know it was coming down the hill, but those were the fastest downhill fractions since hillside racing resumed at Santa Anita. And Brickyard Ride, this was as impressive a win as the Cal Cup Sprint or the Tisnow because he had to work hard early and he was long gone. Brickyard Ride, he's won 3 stakes races this winter, a dirt sprint, a dirt route, a turf sprint. So I was talking to Craig Lewis early this week, and kind of looking down the road, something that very few trainers like to do. They don't like to look beyond the race that is right in front of them. But I asked him anyway, what does this year look like? And Lewis acknowledged that, yeah, November at Keeneland is a possibility. That's where the Breeders' Cup will be held. Could be the turf sprint, could be the dirt sprint, could be the dirt mile, who knows? For now, we're focused on the Kona Gold and Brickyard Ride in a 5-horse field, and he's the only true speed horse in the race. Juan Hernandez will be back aboard. I expect him to win this race, but there are a couple others in the field that have some credentials, including a horse making his California debut, and his name is Miles Ahead. Miles Ahead was a graded stakes winner actually a year or so ago. He was purchased privately after his most recent start at Gulfstream Park, and that was in the Gulfstream Park sprint on February 19th. Let's go ahead and roll the tape of the Gulfstream Park sprint in February at where else? Gulfstream Park. And Drain the Clock is on the lead, turning for home. He's 3-5, and he is supposed to win this race. But here comes Miles Ahead, up in class off a pair of allowance wins, and he wears down Drain the Clock. Drain the Clock finished 4.5 lengths clear of third, and this was a highly rated race, a 102 buyer speed figure for Miles Ahead, and subsequently purchased privately and shipped out to California. Miles Ahead is now owned by Samantha Siegel. He's now trained by Brian Corner, and you would expect the connections to be bullish for this horse's first start in California. Corner, it was anything but bullish, and the reason is Miles Ahead is a horrible workhorse. He does not show off in the morning at all, so Corner is a little uncertain where he stands with regards to Miles Ahead. He's fit enough to run well first start back, but Corner's not sure if he's going to need the race or come back firing. Corner actually reached out to Miles Ahead's previous trainer, Eddie Plisa, and said, what is up with this horse? He's not that impressive in the morning. And Plisa said, don't worry about it. He's not a morning horse. He's a game day horse. He turns it on in the afternoon, Miles Ahead does, and he's won 11 out of 21. The same win-loss record as Brickyard Ride, ironically. Miles Ahead is a good horse. At least he was back on the East Coast. Whether he can fire first start back remains to be seen. There's another horse in this field that kind of intrigues me if he slips through the cracks in the wagering, which is very difficult to do in a 5-horse field. But number 2, Strike That. He also is a fast horse on numbers. He was claimed for $80,000 a year ago. Trainer John Sadler and owner Ronus Racing took a chip out of this horse's knee. He's a 6-year-old gelding. Took a chip out of his knee and brought him back in a turf sprint on April 9th. All it was a prep race. He finished 7th. He had a little bit of trouble. He only lost by 3.5 lengths in a very hidden, sneaky good comeback prep. He's not as good as Miles Ahead or Brickyard Ride, but maybe Strike That, second start back, could slip into the exacta. I don't know. It's very difficult to find value in a small 5-horse field. And when all is said and done, it looks like Brickyard Ride will go gate to wire on Saturday in race number 4. It's the Kona Gold Stakes. Brickyard Ride, long gone.